Hey Scorpio, how are you? Happy to be here. Super happy to be here with you guys. December, we made it. We made it through the whole year of 2023. Wow. Um, what to say? Let's just get right into the cards, into the reading. You know the score, you can find info in the description box. Subscribe to All to Love. I send monthly shout outs just to keep everybody in the loop, little reminders of what's happening in the All to Love community. You can join the Patreons where they get ad-free first access, and the top tier patrons get some big discounts and all that jazz. Let's get into your reading. So this is for December for anyone who resonates with Scorpio. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Divine guidance and loving clarity. I appreciate you all so much. Oh, so the Temperance card has been coming up a lot in these readings, in the collective readings, certainly the daily readings, etc. And what it's making me think of now is how there's a big shift, right? And more people are having to become more intuitive, more sensitive, more spiritually and emotionally aware, grounded, present, etc. So temperance is a definite refinement. This looks to me like information coming out, like you receiving a message or getting information through some different people about a King of Wands reversed. In these general readings, of course, you can do what you like with the genders, but this is a fire sign, somebody bold, passionate, possibly a bit aggressive. This message is pretty clear that this person's been lying about something, possibly money, investment. Yeah. So let's get a few more cards for clarity, right? So, as in the temperance being the positive result from a situation that's not that positive, right? Finding out that somebody we've probably been working with has been lying about something, possibly the money, or just not being as above board as we might like. And for you this month, certainly this is about really refining your intuition, because when you talk about refining intuition and the reflective capacity we have as humans, when we look back at a situation, we could often pinpoint moments where we were unsure about somebody, or moments where our intuition was like, don't do that, don't make that deal, tread lightly or carefully. And we might have gone against it. We listened to somebody say something we wanted to hear rather than listening to that deeper knowing. For some of you, this feels like a different situation, but for some of you, there could be Queen of Swords reversed. This is an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, they're in the reverse. I'm hearing just there's something sad. There's something, this person could be going their own way. This could be an investor deciding not to invest. This could be any female figure in your life who's going to go in a different direction. And it's a bit sad. Although it looks like, okay, if this is the situation is resonating and has been testing your strength, letting it go is actually going to bring about more opportunities for you on an emotional level, which again at this stage is really positive, because it would look like there's going to be some people that you're not going to want around. You're not going to, once you get the information, of course, and obviously only if it resonates, but once you get this information, we're like, no way, they were doing that behind my back, or they were saying that about me, or like they were fluffing numbers, or any number of things, which is when you catch somebody out doing something they'd be ashamed if you caught them out doing, right? Hence where there's some emotional turbulence, or like, and likely something maybe you've been in denial of or not wanting to look at. could have to do also with your relationship to money, your relationship to family, your relationship to your childhood, as is often the case with our output, with like our creative field. More and more of us are awakening to that, right? Like we're learning from the people that we attract rather than just going through patterns, right? Okay, and so if that Queen of Swords energy, somebody's leaving, somebody's not wanting to move forward with you particularly, and again, it could be like some emotional denial, repression, what have you, and yet this is a conflict that you can win, or rather, them leaving, them exiting the situation. I do feel like this is just them deciding to exit the situation. This is a overcoming conflict as well. This is something, this is going to help you overcome stuff, basically. It's like moving through the emotional release of things brings about more opportunities, more emotional things to embrace into our lives, to pick and choose from, right? Yeah. So the temperance for some of you is going to lead to a love. I'm hearing marriage for some of you. There's a love. There's a really nice reflective love here. The temperance is offering you a greater probably intuition around this connection as well. Like knowing that this is like a good match, knowing that like, okay, this is a good match. I'm going to work on this, but there's going to be some releases in your life as well that are more likely to do with either family or work stuff. And again, not always that great, lying, cheating, scuffing numbers, that kind of thing, and then you're like, wow. But you're triumphant mentally, you're refining your emotional awareness, your sense of intuition, and this is helping you. I kind of get a sense some of you are already in a dynamic, you're already in an established relationship, but you filtering through this business familial stuff is then going to empower that bond. Or if it's a new person you're meeting, then you're feeling like, oh, this is something worth, as in you're more intuitive, you're more connected. And so you're like, yeah, I trust that connection. I'm not going to trust other people's voices. I'm not going to trust the old voice from my mom or dad. I'm going to trust who I am now, which is like much more mature, refined. I always get this message of integrated wisdom, gone through lots of cycles, healed lots, learned lots, and now you're kind of new. You're like, all right, I have a new sense of myself. I have a new sense of my connection. Good. So I suppose as well for some of you, this connection, pardon me, like picking at my face. So this again, empowered temperance is leading you to like kind of a boss vibe. And say y'all have been dealing with either business partners or investors or employers or whatever it might be. Part of this learning cycle to become more integrated and wise and intuitive is leading you to feel really in command. And also it's like it could be for some of you as big as dissolving a business relationship. So if you've been in partnership with somebody not moving forward, or somebody's relinquishing their status, meaning you're upgrading your status, you're becoming the main boss of your life, you're becoming that's the best way to put it, the boss of your life. You're in command, you're running the show, you're delegating tasks, you're managing the money, right, of your life, you're managing the material resources of your life. And this King of Pentacles is making me feel like he's really on top of it. And there's different strings to this person's bow. There's like this part of the business, this particular, and you're on top of all of it. So in fairness, these things that have come to light, they were brewing under the surface. It likely was never going to be really part of the path, but you've learned a lot through engaging with these people that maybe weren't in their integrity, that weren't as powerful as what you once believed. And focusing on a partnership that feels really reciprocal, really reflective, obviously abundant in love as well. And medicine, I'm getting medicine, like as in there could be a really healing connection here, fruitful, allowing you to work in a different way, more boss-like rather than codependent with people that are not telling the truth or don't know how to, they just don't embody the bossness as much as you. So you're taking the reins of your life, letting go of old paradigms, letting go of past pains, letting go of old hurts. And I want to say also letting go of the fear of not having enough, letting go of lack, right? Letting go of I don't deserve it, or listening to other people who say you don't deserve it. That's why this is a bit sticky but triumphant. So you might have a couple difficult conversations. Information can come to light where you're like, whoa, I thought I did. I kind of didn't see it coming, but a deeper part of me maybe knew it was there. And now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to work on my own, be in command, manage my money, make as much or as little as I want. And then I'm going to be working in a different I'm hearing passive income for some of you, if that resonates, right? The eight, I'm interpreting, again, intuitive tarot, the Eight of Pentacle reverse with the King of Pentacle and the Temperance, either up and down. And then this card is making me think you're going to work it in your own way. You're going to work your business in the way that you want to, and that's going to help open up different ways of making money, big and small. And the way that King of Pentacles is standing on that throne, in a sense, is making me think like that's like true manifestation, like just being the boss, and I want to say compartmentalizing. Maybe for some of you, it's part of it. And yet that's leading me to the sense of like, it's clarity. This part of my life is here. This is here. I've got to make time for this, and this. And then that generates, it's like maybe creating a product or something that then can keep generating itself. And then eventually that makes money without you having to work for it. That money then fuels another creative project that you start. So I'm hearing Midas touch. There's a big affluent push around bossing up in your financial life. And I mean, straight up, for some of you, this partner, this person reflecting things for you could help, which is part of where it changes the game. So instead of focusing on other people, business partners, people that you're not necessarily trusting, looking after family relations or something like this, letting go of all that, seeing it for what it is. It's because there's not even a lot of deep emotionality. I feel like this has already been all the parts of what you've been working on and etc. for months or years or lifetimes, right? And now you see it for what it is, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna do it myself. And yet there's no rejection. You've learned from all of it. You embrace all of it. There's no bad vibes. I think that's another thing I get. There's no like resentment. There's no like, screw you, business partner. You're like, wow, I finally can see this for what it is. This isn't serving me. Maybe I've been in denial. Maybe I haven't quite listened to my intuition enough, but now I'm listening. I hear you loud and clear, and I'm not going to listen to these people anymore. I'm not going to, right? And then love, boss up. I'm thinking here too, Scorpio, like get ready. Like I think things are going to really start to move. This is pretty specific. I think the love is pretty stable. Finances, material wealth, business stuff, that's going to start to really pick up momentum, pick up speed, move in ways that like you're just going to have to stay on top of it, but like generating more, which is where I'm thinking these people have got to go. They can't go with you where you're going financially, materially. So just trust you've got at least one person on you, like, well, reflecting, you've got like one really, really good person who reflects you and supports you and loves you, etc., who wants you to be able to make that leap into like either passive income or generating more finance or what have you. Step into that, be willing to kind of reach for the stars or reach for the top, be willing to do that. And all the right people will line up around that unified, really clear intent in partnership on some level that allows you to stay on top of what you've likely been dreaming up, conjuring, what have you for a while. Maybe you just thought it was going to come through other people, or you thought you needed investment, or you thought you needed to look after that person. And now you're like, actually, I'm going to focus on just this for now. This is good. This is great. Let's keep that going. But for now, I'm not going to focus on that thing anymore. I'm not going to focus on this person. These people are draining. They're conflicting. They constantly create more drama. Don't want to deal with it. I'm going to rise to the challenge of manifesting what I'm here to manifest. Create what I'm here to create. It's like bossing up. You're getting serious. You're getting really real about the life you want to live. Woo! I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. I feel like there were some really clear messages for you guys. Let me know if any of that resonates with you. These are general readings. Obviously, you're your own master. Listen to your intuition. That's prime time. And mostly have a fantastic holiday season, Scorpio. Really, really appreciate all of you so much. Obviously, feel free to book a private reading and reach out. It's a joy and my absolute pleasure to get to know you all here and to engage with this loving community. Have a wonderful month of December, Scorpio. I look forward to seeing you in the dailies, in the weeklies, and of course, next month in January 2024. I can't really believe it, but here we are.